This is Ted Seifert of Zaner Ag Hedge for Traders Exclusive here on the CME floor. We're going to talk about soybeans and soybean meal here today on this Thursday. We've seen a very dramatic rally in soybeans, almost 50 cents in the last 4 trade sessions, and we've seen a very aggressive rally in soybean meal as well. Soybean meal has been the leader of the complex here on this most recent move, and that is encouraging for soybean traders, soybean bulls in particular, because the saying has been for a long time that when we see a soybean rally, if it's led by soybean oil, we're always very skeptical of that rally. Lasting rallies come from rallies in soybean meal. So that turn has really given the bulls a lot to talk about here over the past 4 days. And again, an unprecedented, very big 50-cent move here in a very short period of time. We're trading the highest levels in soybeans since we've seen since last summer, early last summer of last year. So it's been a very nice move. Now, the soybean meal, I think, is the driving factor here. What seems to have happened is that with good export demand, we've been averaging about 200,000 or just under 200,000 metric tons per week in the 4-week average, which is really good for this time of year. And strong domestic demand has kept that strong demand underneath the meal market. And at the same time, we've seen the crush falling off the record pace that we saw last year. So with a slowing crush and still strong yet demand, I think soybean meal stocks had gotten fairly tight there. So soybean meal now is making a move to improve the crush margin to encourage crushers to ramp up that crush again, build those meal stocks again. And we've seen this sort of activity at least once every year in the last 3 years. Going back 2 years ago, it happened mainly because we ran out of soybeans at a 92 million bushel carryover. That's well below the USDA's pipeline. So for 3 months, we were at near 10-year lows on that crush. Meal stocks got very, very low, and we saw a sharp rally in meal, and that brought soybeans with it. This is not the same situation as that. It is similar in timing and somewhat ferocity as far as the last 4 days are concerned. However, we have the soybeans to crush this time. So it could be a shorter term rally. It could be a problem that is easily fixed. So I would be looking at this recent rally that we've had in soybeans as a selling opportunity at some point. However, I don't know if I'd stay short into the growing season with the weather concerns that we do have going forward, going into the bulk of the growing season. So it might be a nice little short-term selling opportunity in the soybeans coming up here relatively soon. We might not be done with this meal squeeze quite yet, but keep an eye on soybeans, because after a sharp move like that and with still negative underlying fundamentals, it might be a nice selling opportunity there at some point. So once again, this is Ted Seifert of Zaner Ag Hedge, talking for Traders Exclusive from the CME floor. Happy Thursday, everybody. Have a nice day.